When you choose your font size, your leading, and the typeface, make sure that it fills 90% of the width here. Now, 90%, you're not really measuring it, but what I'm saying is most of the width. You want to leave a nice gap on the right side and the left side here. If you get too close to the edge, you could cut off part of the print or cut off part of the text when you print it. And in this particular case, what I'm doing here is I'm showing you how to do a double stroke. So it's going to add thickness to the left and to the right. Um, but the first thing we're going to do is um, with everything selected, with our title selected, make sure that you have the color that you like. I don't really like this pink color, so I'm going to come over here to the color chooser, and I could come over here and choose the color I want by, moving around this as we normally do. But actually, what I really want to do is choose a color from here. So I'm going to just take my cursor, move off of the color picker to the left, and I'm going to come in here and just click around until I find the color I like. I think that. So I've been clicking over and over again. See wherever I click, it's going to choose that. And then I find the color I like right there. That's where I'm going to start. I'll click OK. Wonderful. Now I'm going to come up to the top in the options bar to the right of that color we just chose. And I'm going to click on Create Warped Text. Here, the style is none. I'm going to choose something that I like. So I'll try arc. I don't like that so much. And you could go ahead and try all these different ones, find what you like. You could use the bends for them. You could use the horizontal distortion, the vertical distortion, but be careful because you can make this unreadable. And if it's unreadable, you're not going to get your points. So I'm going to actually choose the flag, which I really like, and I'll reset that. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and cancel that and come right back in and choose the flag, then restart and kind of figure out what I do like. I like the flag waving this way, so I moved the bend to the left. And then I'll click OK to that. I have my warp. Next, I want to add my stroke effect. So I'm going to come down over here to the right, make sure I click on that layer. I will click on the effects button down at the bottom. Remember, there's the trash can, and almost all the way to the left, you have add layer style. Click on that. And I'm going to choose stroke for this. Now, this stroke color, I kind of like this. I'm just going to go ahead and use this, but or actually, I better make sure that you know how to change it. But we have the stroke on, and we have a size slider. We have an opacity slider. Make sure that's 100%. And then this is super important. Make sure the position of the stroke is on the outside, not the inside or the center. I'll show you what those look like. That's inside, so that doesn't help. And that's the center, and that just kind of gets really messy. So I'm going to do outside right there. And okay, let's go ahead and change this. I'm going to change that to, ooh, yuck. A little lighter, find something I like. Now, if you have trouble finding colors, go ahead and go into one of those color combination pickers that we learned in the color theory section, and choose either triadic or analogous or split complementary. Those are good ways to get some other colors because we're going to add not one but two. But I'm going to choose this one, this green one. I'll go ahead and click OK and make sure the size is not too big nor too small. If it's too small, that's hard to see. So we want something that's a little bit thick. We could see that it's there, but not so thick that it makes it look messy. Then I'll click OK. And this is where the fun starts, at least for me. I like doing this. Come to the layers panel over here and make sure that you are right on top of the words elective fair and multicultural night effects right there, right on top of that. Right click and then come up to where it says rasterize layer style, a little bit above halfway. Rasterize layer style. So the layer style here is the stroke, and rasterize it is basically means kind of flatten it out, make it not a vector. So this is based on math right now, this stroke, but we're going to rasterize it by flattening it out. Then what we can do is come back down to effects and add another stroke. You wouldn't be able to do this the other way. I'll even show you. I'm going to undo that and then try to add a stroke on top of it. Well, the stroke is already there. There's nothing else I could add to it. So that's why we hover over that, right click, rasterize layer style, and we could come in, choose stroke, and now you will be able to see when I change it, it gets thicker automatically. I'm going to change it to kind of a lighter blue, I think, right there. Find one I like. I want it to pop. not too bright, but I want that to pop. And I will click OK. And that's how we get, oh, sorry, I got to click OK here and then click OK. And that's how we get a double stroke. The last thing I'll do is center mine up and put it towards the top.